Welcome to SI UK India webinar. Thank you for joining us. We are now live with Henley Business School. Today we have Vishali with us. She will be taking us through this webinar session. We'll answer all the questions after the presentation during the Q&A session. So let's start the webinar. Over to you, Vishali.
Thanks, Yukti. Just give me a second. I'll quickly do a screen share. Yukti, can you let me know if you're able to see the screen? Okay, I'm hoping you all can see my screen. First of all, a very warm welcome. Good morning or good afternoon to you all. My name is Vaishali, and I am the Senior Regional Manager here at Henley Business School. If you aren't already aware, Henley Business School is part of University of Reading in the UK. I'll try and ease you into this presentation with some beautiful slides to start off, and then maybe a bit more on going in depth about the programs and things that we offer. So, as I said, we're part of University of Reading, and we get our name from the town, which is Reading Town. We've got two campuses in the UK, one in the White Knights campus of the University of Reading, and the second is also derived from our name, which is the Henley Business School. Name is derived from the town we are in, which is in Henley-on-Thames. This is where, in fact, we first started off, and I'll get a little bit more into it in my slides that I'll walk you through in a few minutes. But talking about Reading Town itself, it's in the southeast of England, very close to London, just about 30 minutes by train from London Paddington. So very much commutable, on a daily basis if you needed to. But also quite a nice town if you wanted to have a little bit of countryside. 20 minutes, 30 minutes on one side, you're into London, and the other side, you're into the countryside of the UK. Now, Reading Town is also home to a lot of IT companies. If you talk about, big names like Microsoft, Oracle, they have headquarters in Reading, but also a lot of other companies like Huawei, Ericsson, PepsiCo, they have their offices in Reading. It's also in a very good location in terms of the region itself is called as the Thames Valley region. You've got nearby towns like Slough, Newbury, which also host a number of IT telecommunication companies. A really good place if you're looking from a job opportunity and networking perspective. Reading is also very accessible, in terms of the airports. The commute to Heathrow Airport or Gatwick is possible through a rail airport service or through trains, and so makes it really convenient for those international travelers who'd like to visit home during, autumn break or their summer breaks. Henley-on-Thames campus, it's called the Greenlands campus, and I'll show you a few pictures. It's where we started off. We were founded in 1945 on this campus. And we have a very rich and vibrant history, and I'll talk more about in a bit, but these are some of the beautiful pictures of the campus. As a student, if you're studying a master's program, you would probably be studying on the White Knights campus, but you would have some contact time here you could use the study space facilities of this campus, especially if you wanted to do group exercise, if you wanted to go away from all the hustle bustle of the main campus, then you could go away, book a room here, and spend time with your peers in the program. This is our main White Knights campus. This is where all the undergraduate, postgraduate and research students are usually based, alongside the rest of the university students, studying law, social science, humanities programs. So it makes a great community for you to kind of, reach out to on a more large basis. Our campus is over 130 hectares of beautiful parkland, and has received for 9 consecutive years the prestigious Queen's Green Flag Award. We are a campus-based university with a comfortable walk or an easy bus ride from the Reading Town Centre. It's a thriving community and features the student union, library, places to eat, and one of the UK's best student clubs as well. So we also boast two on-site museums, which is relating to zoology and Greek archaeology. So a beautiful place for you to walk around the campus, during your breaks and stuff. This is the business school building on the campus. The top left-hand corner picture is the business school building, and in that same picture, you'd see on the left side building is the ICMA Center. So there's a dedicated center for the finance students. And some of the pictures of the inside of the finance center is in your bottom left corner picture. We've, as a business school, invested over 100 million to make it as a state-of-art facilities, and I'll talk more about these facilities in the coming slides. Talking about Reading Town, I've already mentioned about all the various companies that are based, but these are some of the pictures of the town centre. It's got 2 shopping centres, so a great place if you're into a shopping spree, but also lots of clubs, pubs and eating joints, cafes by the River Canal, River Thames Canal passing through. So a great place if to hang out during your weekends. These are some of the pictures of the companies that are based in the Thames Valley region, but more specifically in Reading Town itself. Now, talking about why Henley Business School. So it's important to go a little back and think about when we started off. As I've mentioned previously, we were founded in 1945, and in fact, we're one of the first business schools to be established in the UK. And that picture that we have is the first cohort arriving on the campus back in 1945. That's the journey that we've had, and I would not talk about everything in this, but some key points to talk about is, the establishment of the ICMA Center in 1991, where it's one of the leading. So those who don't know about the ICMA Center, it's the International Capital Markets Association Center, and they came together with the university to set up in 1991. So we've got state-of-art facilities through them, and having that association, we've got 100 plus, terminals with, trading room simulation for our students to experience. So that's a key element that I'd like to highlight, but also talking about some of the other work that's been done back in 1960s, like the Meredith Bell-Bin theory. Those of you who are in the, if you're a working professional, you may have come across this, the 9 Belbin roles, team roles that we talk about very often. You take naturally when you're working. You could be a team, shaper, you could be a finisher, you could be the different titles that you get as a part of working in the team. And that's the research that was done at Henley. Now, it's important that I kind of highlight about our triple accreditation, because there are, just over 100 business schools worldwide to have a triple accreditation status, and we're one amongst them. So it's an elite status to hold, and we've been holding this for over 20 years. So that, I think, kind of reflects our reputation. Also, we're very highly ranked, business school. If you look at some of the popular ranking bodies like the Financial Times or the Economist, especially if I focus here on the master's program, our finance master's program is ranked sixth in the UK, but 38th in the world as well, so quite high up there. Similarly, our master's in management program is ranked 11th in the UK in the Financial Times and ranked eighth in the UK in the Economist, which MBA ranking. You can see some of our MBA rankings there as well. We ranked quite high there, seventh for the executive MBA program. I think the other strength of our programs is, coming to the business school more generally would be the network that you could reach out into. When we talk about an alumni network, we are 87,000 strong over 160 different countries. What this means to you is that, no matter where you go in the world, you would be very likely to get support from your peers who've studied at Henley, and it's a very active and engaged community. So you could join the mentoring program and get support with on your professional ambitions or goals that you have, by getting some critical feedback and support on your future plans and how you probably would want to establish yourself in a new sector or a new country or a new industry. So you get some valuable feedback from this network. If I talk about specifically in India, we have a really strong and growing community. We've got about 850 plus now. That data is over a year old, with a new batch of students just graduated. That's probably going to be over 1,000 now. But we've got that huge network in India, and they take up some really strong and big roles. If you see some of the designations that have come out, like vice president or general manager, analyst, consultant. So there's a whole range of roles that our alumni go on and or our students go on to take up, and the range of companies that they go and work into. And these are just an example of the alumni base in India. Talking about the career aspect, which is very important, and I think linked with your overall experience, but also everybody thinks about the return on investment. And so we kind of take a very conscious, insight into how we can support you and have a conversation with our students. And over the years, we've managed to develop a really strong support system for our students, and that happens in a number of ways whilst you're in the program, the year that you're spending, but also 4 years after you graduate, that support continues. So some of the things in form of the support that we provide is providing a one-to-one coaching session with the career consultants throughout the year, and as I said, even after. But you can have unlimited number of sessions to think about your career, what your aspirations are, what your current skills are, what is the gap between what you're aspiring and what you should, what you currently have and what you should therefore be doing. So coming up with a strategy in many ways for your career after your master's. But also, support in form of bringing companies for career fairs and recruitment days, having a number of interactive events for our students. So some of them I've mentioned here, like the employer panel session. Here we invite industry experts, for example, people from finance or people from marketing, departments from different companies to come out and talk about what's involved in their day job, what kind of skills the employers are looking for. So it's a very interactive session moderated by our career consultants, but also gives you a platform to not just network, but get an insight into what the expectations are on the role or, during a job interview of you. The Success Studio is another way of you interacting with the industry people, but also taking more of a informal, casual setup and using exercises like Lego sessions or a stand-up comedy or philosophy to think about the skills that the employers are looking for, where you are, and how you could do better in it. So that's another interactive event that we put up. The Industry Insights is a monthly event where we bring experts in industry experts to come and give an academic or a commercial insight into the fields, for example, finance or maybe so the ICMA Center would bring finance experts to give you a talk, or maybe somebody from real estate side to come and give you a talk, or from management, consulting side. So different ways that we bring, you'd see, people who can help you in shaping up your career plans and giving you an insight into how to go about, networking or finding a job in the UK. All of this support is also available through video formats, on our portal that we have. And which I think the support that we have actually translates into all the good work that we do, translates into what our students say about the support we provide, or how they perform after, in terms of finding a job after they've graduated. So that's some stats there. 98% of our MSc graduates find jobs post-graduation, and 92% have said that the career program that we offer has had a positive impact on their careers. Our careers team, are therefore, the support that they provide and the feedback we give puts us, in that world top 20 rankings for careers alone in the FD ranking. And those of you who want to see the return on investment in a form, we've just put out some numbers there. The value for money, we think, is about 1.75, which comes from the gross salary of our students, that they get the mean gross salary divided by the mean program fee. So kind of talks to you of how well our students and our careers team support the students as well. Those of you who are interested in understanding more about part-time job opportunities whilst you're studying, you are allowed to work up to 20 hours per week in the UK. And we have a job shop on campus, which is run by the Student Union, but also a lot of support available through our online platforms like the Campus Jobs or the Career Smart app or the My Jobs online. So you would find something that would not just help you financially, but also gain a lot of skills. These are some of the pictures of various events that our students have taken, either in the form of a study trip, or visiting a business in the UK, or maybe doing some part-time jobs and stuff like that. These are some of the career sessions that I was talking about. One of it is you'd see on the top right-hand corner, there's a pop-up shop that was put up, and we had a panel talk about various things. So a lot of such events take place, and you can get, you can gain a lot of experience and insights into the UK job market through these. I'll quickly jump into what we offer, and not many of them realize, but we are a full service business school. We offer everything from undergraduate degrees to master's, research, so PhD programs, but also MBA and executive education. For today's presentation, I'll be focusing purely on the MSc programs. And that's the full list of the MSc programs that we offer. We have mainly in 5 subject areas: accounting, business and management, real estate, and planning, digital business, and finance in the ICMA Center. Now, I'm not going to deep dive into every subject area, but I'm going to focus a little bit for today on the 2 main programs, which I think has a lot of interest usually in India, and one of them being the MSc Management program, and the other is the MSc Finance program. Now, you'd see on the screen that there's a small, symbol there of the airplane. Well, that just means that there's study trips, international study trips involved in these programs. So here in business and management with MSc Management, with international business and the MSc Marketing programs, you have the opportunity of going on a field trip, usually in one of the European destinations. And similarly, you have the opportunity with the real estate programs as well. A quick summary of the or highlight of various programs put together. Most of our programs are 12-month program, and they have pathways and optional modules, so it helps you tailor the program to your needs. As I said, the business and management programs usually have the option of picking up the international study trip and going away to broaden, your experience, international experience, as well as your network. So some of the destinations in the previous years have been like Poland, France, Greece, New York as well. Also, these students have the opportunity to either choose between an applied business project or do an academic research piece at the end of the program, to making it a very experiential learning journey. We've got 2 dedicated business libraries here at Henley Business School. So that's in addition to the university's library as well. So you've got plenty of support over there and resources as well. There's also an entrepreneurship society for those of you who are interested or are thinking about setting up your own business. And there's angel investors usually coming in and supporting as well for your business ideas. Going into the Masters in Management program, as I've mentioned previously, it's a ranked program. In Financial Times, we are ranked 11th in the UK. This program was inspired by our flagship MBA program, and it gives you a good, strong grounding into all the core areas of business, usually, which is marketing, finance, accounting, but also looking more broader aspects like strategy, ethics, or emerging markets. It also helps you strengthen your leadership and management skills, and through various, elective modules, you are able to tailor the program to your needs. For example, if you're interested in sustainability, then you can take sustainability module in your spring term. If you're interested in things like digital business, big data, you can pick up those modules and tailor the program. The 2 main capstone modules here is the international study trip and the applied management project. The study trip is usually a 10-day trip to one of the European destinations. It's not generally, where you're just going and, studying alongside another, business school students, but more being hands-on, understanding businesses, interacting with businesses. So you are introduced to a number of companies and you work in groups. Each group is given one of the companies that they would do further research on. So during the trip, you would have heard from the company about their strategies, about their vision, mission, about their challenges, and you then provide them some consulting solutions. So it's a great way to build your consulting skills. The applied management project is another way for you to apply everything you've learned during the previous 9-10 months by working for a company on a specific campaign or a project that they want you to deliver. Some of the pictures again from the previous study trips that our students have gone out, and you'll see it's not always just all work, but it's also having some fun downtime, exploring the country and the culture that you're visiting. So if, for example, students have gone to Strasbourg in France previously, they've done wine tasting sessions and, going to the local museums and understanding the history and the culture. Talking about the finance program, as I said, the center is called the ICMA Center, and it's one of the MSc Finance program is one of the longest established finance master's program with a global community of over 2,800 alumni. It's ranked 6th in the UK and 38 in the world by the Financial Times ranking. You've got, again, within this program, a lot of elective modules to choose from to tailor the program to your needs. Those who are interested in getting professional qualifications alongside, you can get partial exemptions for the CISI Capital Markets Diploma Program. The students also have the opportunity to either undertake a summer work placement or a fintech-focused study trip in Greece, or attend the summer school in Tsinghua University in China. These are some of the inside, pictures of the facility. The 100+ terminals that I was talking about, which have been supported by Refinitiv and Bloomberg. This allows students to put theory into practice and build their financial skills, and also improve the market awareness. So the dealing rooms are equipped with the most widely used program software, such as SQL, VBA, SAS, and Python, and so on. The finance programs are offered as an option of 9 months or 12 months. The way it works is that if you choose for a 12-month program, then you have the opportunity or the option of pursuing either a work placement or studying additional modules. If you choose the 9 months program, then usually you have your exams in May and June, and then you're hopefully onto your career, your job, or if you've already managed to get one. These are some of the various professional qualifications and accreditations that we have, which means that if you're planning to pursue a CFA, then you again get some exemptions. In fact, on some of our programs, students have the opportunity of having the CFA foundation level included in your program fee. In terms of the academic requirements for most of our programs, we require a 2:1 equivalent in your undergraduate degree. The finance program have additional quant requirements, so we at least expect 3, if not 4, quantitative modules. And if we don't see that, we generally ask for a GMAT as as an additional requirement. We do have an IELTS requirement of overall 6.5, no less than 6 in each of the in each of the element. But for Indian students, we give waiver based on their 12th English score. So if you are making an application, it's quite a straightforward process. You can apply online through our website. All you need to do is provide your academic transcripts and certificates. In case you've studied, if you're from India and you have your 12th mark sheet, if you provide that and you meet our cutoff requirements, then you would be exempted. If not, you could provide IELTS, TOEFL, Pearson's test, any of the other equivalent proficiency language evidence that we need. We'll need a personal statement from you, 2 letters of recommendations, and if you have any work experience, then a CV would also be required. Now, there's no application fee, and the applications are on a rolling basis. What that means is the moment we fill our program, we wouldn't be accepting any more applications at this stage. The applications are open, but most of the other programs we're starting to fill out. So do take a look on the website before you make the application. We do have a lot of scholarships and bursary opportunities to support our students. We have got a funds of over £750,000 to support across various master's programs. We've also got alumni discounts and MSc management bursary for £10,000. So do take a look at the website for more details. You can stay in touch with us in more than one way. You can chat to our current students about their experience through the Unibuddy chat platform, or you can ask questions to the recruitment team through the live chat, or book a one-to-one call with one of us. You can also take the virtual campus tour that's available on the website. We have a member of staff based in India. Her name is Yonika. So if you want to reach out to her, that is her email address. But we also host a lot of international, webinars, virtual webinars for our international audience. But there's also opportunity for meeting us, in India for face-to-face events that are happening through various partners that we work with. And I'm going to also quickly highlight that we have a Masters Open Day that we are hosting in India in 3 cities in June. So it would be Mumbai, Delhi, and Bangalore on these dates. They are free events, but would require booking. The registrations are going to open on the 2nd, so do keep an eye out on it. What is it going to involve? Well, we're having two faculties from here traveling to the UK to give you a taster session or a masterclass on two different topics. So it would be a great opportunity if you want to get an experience of Henley teaching and learning. There's also opportunity to network with the faculty as well as our alumni from India. And those who will be attending these events will be automatically considered for the £2,500 scholarship, and we've got 8 of these. You would not have to make any additional scholarship application. Of course, we need to see that you have made your master's application and you are eligible for an offer on a master's program. And the decisions will be made by a panel based on the strength of your application, but they are automatic, so it does not require you to do anything from your end apart from attending these events. So I hope you'll take this opportunity and join us at these Masters Open Day. With that, I would conclude and would be more than happy to take any questions you have. I do hope that I've tried to give you a bit of an insight into who we are, where we are, what we offer, and things that you should consider, before you come to Henley, but also, remember of making use of some of the, facilities and resources and form of the career support that we offer here in Henley. So yeah, with that, I'm just finishing here and happy to take the questions now. Yukti, if you want to start bringing the questions my way.
Yeah, sure. Thank you for taking out time and giving us this insightful session. Now time for Q&A session. I will call out the question from the YouTube chat box.
Sure, thanks, Yukti.
I have 1 year gap after my graduation. Can I apply for Masters in Marketing?
So I think what's important to think about over here is what, explaining what you've done during the gap year. We, the admissions team are very conscious that things happen in life, and so you need to do what you need to do and make decisions for yourself. I think what they're more interested is how you've utilized your time during the gap year and how you've kept yourself relevant. Make the most of what you could do in the time to keep yourself academically relevant. So if you've done any certifications, any trainings, then do bring that out, because all of that would help them, make a decision. So I would say the answer is depends on a case-by-case basis. We don't automatically reject anybody just because you have a gap year, but it is important you explain this in your personal statement.
Okay, so next question is, can I enroll for Masters in International Management without any work experience?
Yes, absolutely. All of our master's program are open for people with no experience, but I'll also highlight that you would benefit usually from a lot of people who come with experience on the program as well. Now, our MBA programs require a minimum of 3 years management experience. So what we tend to see is that those who don't meet that experience and understand the value of our master's program, because our master's in management, as I said, has been inspired by the MBA program. So the content is just tailored down, but the structure remains pretty much same. So we tend to see those people usually coming with some experience, but not necessarily meeting the MBA requirement, coming onto on the master's program. But we don't have a requirement for work experience. So please do go ahead and make an application. Not a problem.
I want to know if you have any student accommodation. If so, how does it work?
Sure. So we are a campus-based university. As I said, we're part of University of Reading, and our campus has a number of accommodations, halls of residences, but also townhouses close to the campus, through which you could, so depending on what your budget is and depending on your requirements, there's something on offer. So if you're a mature student, there's facilities available for them. If you're looking for a budgeted, off campus, if you're looking for shared kitchen, shared bath, yes, that's available. Or if you're looking for ensuite, premium ensuite, you've got a very wide range, both budget wise, but also facilities wise. I can share the links maybe after this, but if not, do go onto the website and you'll find the accommodation links quite easily.
I have 3 years of experience in management. Can I apply for an MBA, or is there any specialized course for 1 year duration?
So I think I've explained this just now, that the requirement for MBA program is 3 years management experience at the minimum. The average experience on our MBA programs is usually about 12 years. And the management experience they bring on average is about 8 years. So it's quite a mature cohort. Um, uh, so it's very important that we see relevant management experience on your profile. And if you do not meet that, we usually recommend you look at one of our master's program, like the MSc Management or MSc Management specializing in international business. Which would be a general management program very similar to MBA, allowing you to tailor to your needs, like finance or marketing or entrepreneurship or big data. You can tailor the program being in the main MSc management stream. So usually students go for that option.
Are there scholarships available for September intake, and what are the deadlines?
So absolutely, as I mentioned previously, we do have scholarships available, several of them, overall about just a little under £1 million of funds available for the master's students to apply. The individual scholarships can range anywhere between 2,000 to £8,000. And, all we require from you is, number one, you should hold an offer for the master's program. Second, very small, essay, a very short essay that we need, focusing on two questions. Why you think you're a good scholarship student. So this is your opportunity to highlight everything that you're bringing to the program, either in form of your previous experience or voluntary experiences or other life experiences that you think has shaped up to being what you are today. And the second, what you'll give back to the Henley community. So these two questions, if you address and send it across, the usual time that the scholarship panel takes is about 3 to 4 weeks time to assess the application and get back to you. And we still have plenty of scholarships. So yes, if you're applying to any of these program areas within Henley Business School, you'd be eligible, to apply for a scholarship.
Is Henley situated in the campus of University of Reading?
Yes, so we have two campuses, but the main campus where the masters or the undergraduate students are based will be the University White Knights campus. As I mentioned during my introduction slide, that the Greenlands campus is our second campus. If you want to network with professionals or with other MBA colleagues, then you would probably want to go out to the other campus as well. It's just 12 miles apart. So executive education, which means that we provide open and custom programs to our corporate partners. So a great way for networking if you go there. And second is the executive MBA. These two are offered from the Greenlands campus. So you should make the most of having access to both.
Thank you for taking out time, and I have covered all the questions from YouTube chat box. Thank you for answering all the questions so well. Do you want to
No
share any
problem.
final words?
Nothing. Thank you so much. I just hope this session has been useful to those listening in, and I've covered the questions, with what you were looking for in terms of the information. If not, please do reach out to us. You can reach out to me on vishali.darbar@henley.ac.uk, or you could book and come and see us in Mumbai, Delhi, and Bangalore if you're based there in June, and meet some of our faculties as well. That's it from my end. Thank you, Yukti, for organizing this.
Thank you so much, everyone, for your valuable time. All the audience, if you have any further questions, please feel free to contact SI UK India office. For more updates, do follow us on our social media handles. Bye bye. Take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye.